Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into just one source, but it's a big one. A really insightful review of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.
Ah, the classic, 1937.
So,
Okay.
exactly, way back in 1937, often called the original blueprint for success. So, our mission today is basically to figure out how a book nearly 90 years old is supposedly still, creating millionaires in 2025.
Yeah, and what makes it relevant for you today.
Right.
And what I found fascinating right off the bat in this review is how it positions it. It's not just self-help.
No.
No, it calls it a profound mindset shift. Like a fundamental transformation is being promised here.
That is a bold claim, especially from that era. Okay, so let's dig in.
Let's do it.
The book's core idea, its central truth seems simple. Thoughts are things, which, could sound a bit abstract, maybe just positive thinking. How does the review unpack that? How does it become, your greatest asset?
Well, the review points to Hill's method. He spent, 25 years studying 500 plus of the era's wealthiest people.
Wow, 25 years. People like Ford, Carnegie.
Exactly, titans of industry. And from all that research, he wasn't just collecting stories. He distilled these 13 universal laws of wealth and success. So thoughts are things. It isn't just wishful thinking. It's about directing your subconscious.
How so?
It's presented more like a step-by-step mental game plan. Your mind influences your actions, your perceptions, to line up with clear goals. It's quite structured, actually, not vague inspiration.
Okay, that makes sense. The research gives it weight. Now, another idea the review highlights is burning desire.
Yes, that one's powerful.
And it's not just hoping, right? It's described as obsession backed by action. That sounds intense.
It is intense. It implies relentless focus and effort.
And then there's autosuggestion. The review mentions this technique for rewiring your subconscious mind.
Right.
And interestingly, it says this is now backed by neuroscience. What's the significance of that? Getting modern science to back up a 1937 idea.
Well, that's pretty critical, isn't it? It takes autosuggestion out of the realm of just, self-help jargon.
Makes it verifiable.
Exactly. Autosuggestion is basically feeding your mind specific positive goals, repeatedly, consciously doing it, to influence your subconscious beliefs. And neuroscience today, it shows that repeated thoughts can strengthen neural pathways. It can actually reshape how the brain works, making you more receptive to opportunity, more resilient.
So it validates what Hill was talking about nearly a century ago.
Precisely. It shows the timelessness of these core ideas. I mean, think about it. This was written before Google, before smartphones, before influencers.
A completely different world.
Totally different. Yet the review argues these principles are more relevant now than ever. It calls the book a masterclass in focus, grit, and self-belief.
Especially needed now, maybe, with all the distractions we have.
You could definitely argue that. It's about focused mental energy.
Okay, so that brings us to the practical side. The review is pretty clear. This isn't a book you just casually read.
No, not at all.
It says you need to study, practice, and live by it. It even mentions other laws, like the mastermind alliance, surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yes, the synergistic growth aspect.
So taking all this in, what does it really mean for you, the listener?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? The review sort of throws down a gauntlet. What commitment are you willing to make? Especially for something that promises not just, money, but a potential financial and spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
A way to potentially break out of mediocrity.
It's asking for active participation, not just passive reading.
Definitely. Hill demands action.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what really stands out to you? Maybe consider how that core idea, thoughts literally being things, might already be playing out in your life.
For better or worse, yeah.
And then perhaps think about what steps, driven by a real burning desire, that obsession plus action, you might actually take to unlock your potential.
It really boiled down to recognizing this isn't just about learning something new. It's an invitation.
An invitation?
An invitation to actively transform your inner world, which Hill believed inevitably reshapes your outer reality. It's profound stuff, really.
It certainly gives you a lot to think about. Thank you for joining us as we explored this truly timeless classic.